all kind of different. We live, we live, we live. What's happening though?
What it do?
What's popping?
McGlover, what's cracking?
What's going on, brother?
Shit, chilling. Not chilling. It's hot out here, bro. Real hot. So, what the weather like your way?
Man, it's pretty hot, man. They out here patrolling in Daisy Dukes like they're supposed to.
Oh, is that right? They sticking to the script. Oh, man, shouldn't be no other way. Okay. Jay Dizzle,
Yes, sir.
what's the big old deal, man?
Man, just in it and out the way. It's another day. Let's get it.
That's what's up, man. Gerb life. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Stone, what it do?
Another day, brother. How you doing?
I'm good, man. We just talking about that water, man. You gotta get that water in the square. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Saratoga?
Yes, sir.
That shit fire, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hey, it's good to get excited over something so small, right?
I'm serious, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, when you get older, you start appreciating shit like that.
Facts.
Yeah. I real quick, off subject though, Stone. Watching your story, I seen something about the YSL colonial, or was it something they said?
Yeah, no, you're right. Go YSL.
Yeah, well, I saw the YSL try on, but like the review,
new one just came out. It's called YSL Myself, but it's the Le Absolute. It's a new one.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty
That's
fire,
a brand new joint.
I definitely recommend it. It's a little sweet, but fresh at the same time. I feel like they tried to adopt that. You know how that Baccarat was like really popular this last 2 years.
Yeah.
So I feel like YSL tried to kind of adopt that little sweetness that the Baccarat has in it in this fragrance, and it's pretty good, man. If y'all could get y'all nose on it or check it out, man, I recommend it.
Oh, okay. What about the one you was talking about? It's an old school cologne. That's a Dome cologne, but everybody say when they get that cologne, they doing their thing or something.
You talking about the Dior Sauvage, bro?
They
They be hating on it, bro. They call it the fuckboy cologne, bro.
They call it a what cologne?
The fuckboy cologne.
Oh, the fuck.
They be hating on it, bro. You know what they really hate on it because it was really popular, bro. Like everybody had it, you know what I'm saying? And
right.
Realistically, you really want to put it like in layman's terms, a bunch of females liked it on men, and maybe it was just the men who they, it didn't work out with them, so it left the wrong impression. You know what I mean?
I mean, hey, that's crazy because females do drive sense. You know what I'm saying? I don't know because
but it smells good, bro.
I can really. Oh yeah, I know about that. Yeah, they give them out in samples. So like damn near probably everybody got some of that somehow. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what's up though. That's what's up.
You know what scent females really love more than cologne?
Oh man.
Marijuana?
Nah.
Is it
they
drama?
like smelling up under a nigga armpits.
They want to make sure that's clean, huh?
They like them pheromones. They like them natural pheromones more than any cologne. You know what I'm saying?
Dogs in heat. That's why they be fucking with oh my bad, 5 minutes. Sorry. That's why they messing with these these scumbags. They're like, oh, the scumbags leaving out letting off pheromones, huh? It's like he ain't took a shower in 2 days. He been grinding, but he still gonna
Nah,
get some of
it don't
this.
matter. It's the difference. It's the difference between funk and pheromone. You know what I mean?
For sure. I can see that.
You
Yeah,
know what I
that's why if
mean?
you
Yeah.
pair that shit right together with the right cologne, man, that shit mix and blends like a mother, like a, you know what I mean?
Oh, so you
Yeah.
got
Yeah,
JD, you got control of your pheromone count? You know what you got control of it? Like that? And then mix it with
yeah. I
the
think mine's
cologne?
is, I think mine's is like it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay. So
yeah. I
all right,
think
shout out to the
mine's is
niggas
like
that
it.
shout out to the niggas that got control of their
Got like
form
the
their
natural scent,
pheromones.
but what I gotta do is I gotta figure out for real. I gotta holler at Stone though, really to get the right scent, cause I don't really be rocking scents like that. Like you know what
Oh
I'm
yeah.
saying? Like you know what I'm saying. So I gotta match it with the right. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
tap in,
saying?
bro. Tap in. Tap
Yeah,
in.
I need something like a wood scent though. You know
I
what I'm
got
talking
you.
about?
I got you.
Oh
Yeah,
man, yeah, it's like that is that's only right. That's only right. I mean, no pause,
yeah.
but I said, well, I said, hey, but all right, man, shit. Man, we got a lot we can get into, but I wanted to keep it on the path we've been going because we got sports, we got the NBA, we got a lot of stuff free agency, we got a lot of stuff to get into. We could probably tap into it if we need to, but keeping it with our trends, I want to get into keeping within relationships and things like that. So one of the things well experienced in is child support, paying child support. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily being filed on, but having to go through the process of support for my children financially because they weren't gonna live in my home primarily. Now I know it's a whole lot of different things you can get filed on. You could make an agreement. You can do all this stuff, but I'm saying that I guess my question is going to be overall to for the first part of the question, like is is the child support system, I know it varies from state to state, fair or flawed? That could be just simple as yes and no. And then we could go into like some we could engage with the chat, or we can go into some uh how to say it, like realities we might have, or things that we think might need to change, whether it's a process, whether it's they should provide paperwork for this, a DNA test or whatever it is, but something they're not doing that they need to implement if you think the system is flawed though. You know what I mean? So um sure, man, we going and this is all like, again, just to set up the scene. It could be hypothetical, it could be, you know what I'm saying? Um, but I have a personal experience with the child support situation. I have my own opinions. I'm gonna tap in on it. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna slide to my boy Jay Dizzle, man. You know what I'm saying? And this is from an outside perspective looking in. Simply put, the child support system. Let's just say in Cali. Let's just use Cali. Is it fair or flawed?
I don't know, but I know I always feared that shit, man. That's probably why I ain't got no seeds. Shit, nigga, because that shit was spooky. Like coming up, man, watching, like, I'm talking about from young, just watching homies go through stuff, talk about stuff, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, man, I'm on child support. I remember working at this one place. His dude check was like we was making some decent money, but like, I mean, like 75% of this dude check was gone, bro.
Oh, wait.
And and I don't even think the kid was necessarily his. You get what I'm
See?
saying? Like, so I don't even know if the paternity test. I remember he was saying something like it's not his kid, but the court didn't care or something like that because he still had to pay because he was in the kid's line. It was something like that. This was a minute ago, but the point was, I'm like, that was fearful, bro. So I was just like, okay, this ain't something wrong. Something's up with this system. This system is definitely benefiting one person and not necessarily the other person when it's supposed to not even be for this, he or she is supposed to be for the child. You see what I'm saying?
Right, right.
And so even how do they determine who pays the child support and how much to pay? Like that's something to like look at and investigate. Like, okay, is it like taxes? So when you make over a certain amount, like now you pay more, like a higher percentage, or is it like a set percentage, like you paying 35% of your check of your income that comes in? You get what I'm saying? Like,
Right, right, right.
it's janky, and it's only a few occasions where we probably know about publicly where the woman was subject to child support. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, or 9.9 times out of 10, it's gonna be the man that's paying the child support. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then
Right.
so it's man, it's kind of tricky, bro. It's real tricky, man. And I think that it doesn't
That's a fact.
benefit. It don't necessarily benefit either party per se. Unless you go, to like celebrities and all that stuff, and then like a woman coming in and just, milking the athlete. But yeah, so I'm not sure. But then you do got some like keeping it a buck, bro. Like I know some people, man. Like, bro, like you need to be on something, bro. Cause like, come on, man, you ain't even, bro. You gotta raise your kid, my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? So some people deserve to be on it, but that's like honestly from my homies, like people that I know, like that's like maybe a 5%, because all my homies raise their kids. Like all of them, everyone that I know of, maybe like
Shout out.
5%, maybe don't. You feel what I'm saying? Like, but
Yeah, yeah.
every
Shout
homie
out.
I got raised their kids, bro, regardless of the circumstances. So I think it's definitely, I'm gonna say, nigga, for me it's fear. So I'll pause right there.
Okay, okay. Oh, it's fair. Okay, it's not flawed. It's fair.
I can't tell you if it's flawed. I can tell you that
Oh,
nigga is
yeah.
fear. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? For me, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. No, oh, that's interesting because I thought the angle you was taking would be like it ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? That's why I thought the
Well,
angle you was trying because the
yeah, no, I'm saying.
75%.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, no, you good. You good.
No, I'm saying that I don't know the numbers, so I can't really. I was giving hypothetical numbers. Like,
Right, right,
what's
right.
the percentage that's coming out a person's check, and then like for how many kids? And
Right.
does it matter if that person, like, let's say that person has two kids with the same woman as opposed to having two kids with two different women. Now,
Mm-hmm.
is that percentage, is it like a additional 10% if the person has two kids with the same woman as opposed to paying, like, let's just say it's 25%. So now if you have a kid over here and a kid over here with two different women, is that 25%, 25%? You see what I'm saying? Like, how are they judging that?
Oh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like is it county based? You know what I'm saying? Like Orange
Yeah, yeah,
County, Los Angeles County, or is it statewide, or is it federal? But I know one
yeah.
thing for sure. This is why I do know that seems to be flawed from my understanding of it. Taking away somebody's driver's license, that's gonna stop your ability to go work, possibly.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So how you gonna? I mean, that don't even make logical sense to take away somebody's driver's license because they behind. That's one
Well, it's a
thing. The people that
driving is a privilege, right?
well, it depends on where you at. Like it's
It's
gonna
it's
be
not it's
for
not a
sure.
it's not a it's not a right anywhere in the United States to drive. It's a privilege. You got a privilege to drive, not a right to drive.
Oh, but well, hey, that's flawed. Well, then yeah, it's flawed then because
Yeah.
there's no way you can be taking away somebody's driver's license, man, when that person needs to get to work. You know what I'm saying? Or
Mm.
be able to use that to get to work. Be able to use that to get to and from with the kid, to take the kids to and from. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, yeah,
that you cutting into that person's ability to provide when you take away
yeah.
their driver's license. That's how I look at it. So if that, I just land my plane there, man. Well, hell yeah, it's flawed. If that's the case, yeah, they need to change that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah, I'm done. Okay, okay, for sure. All right, I'm gonna come back to that too. I'm gonna come back to. Just real quick, y'all hear
Yeah.
the feedback in the. Is that me or y'all hear like a butt like that rattling right there? Is that? Oh, I don't hear like that wind in the background. Y'all hear that?
Oh, that might be my fan.
Oh,
Maybe
okay. All right, for
somebody
sure.
too.
For sure.
You want me to
Cool.
cut it off? I can cut it off if you want.
No, I can hear everybody. As long as everybody could hear and shit. I just was I could
I
hear
can
some in the
hear.
background. Okay. Oh, and you in the chat.
I cut
Shout
her
out to
off.
everybody in the chat. Nah, I don't want you to be sweating and shit. uh, hey, Drea said she all Saratoga.
Mm.
uh, Aisha said she gonna get you to start a channel, Stone. One of these days you can be the new Wes Watson. That's what she said. Whoever that is, I don't know who that is. I said,
I hope I
mother.
get a discount or something.
Hey, yeah. Shout out to Drea. Shout out to Drea the Virgo for her services. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Top tier. Top tier. Shout out her. Shout out to Gangland Neem. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to everybody in the chat. Hit the likes. Oh, also McGlover, she said, you're not lying. I think she was referring to the hormones or hormones, whatever you say.
Pheromones, nigga.
With that said, we gonna swing it to you, McGlover. So just simply started and stated to kick off. Like, is it do you see it as fair or flawed?
I see it fair if you know how to work the loopholes.
Mm,
You
mm,
know, I had to
mm.
put myself on child support. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
say that part
So,
then. Drea, can you
you
bring
know,
that? Oh no, don't bring your comment on stage. Well, let me see. It's a comment like that similar in here, but go ahead though. My bad. Go ahead with the story.
yeah, I had to put myself when my child's mother, she ran off with my daughter for like a year, right? And
Mm,
so to get my custody, sometimes, you know what I'm saying, if you got a baby mom and you know y'all not getting along, you know what I'm saying, sometimes, man, the best thing you can do is put yourself on child support. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean, depending on everybody's situation,
right.
because really, if you don't have no paperwork in place and you're not with your child's mother, you know what I'm saying, it's 50-50 and it's kind of like up in the air, you know what I'm saying? So she can do whatever she want with the kid. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have no parenting plan, if you want to put a parenting plan in place, that's a criteria of putting a parenting plan in place, which is child support. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't no way around that. Now,
The
how they
parenting plan involves child support, right? That's just a piece of it, right?
yeah, child
Okay.
support is a piece of the parenting plan. But
Okay.
if you trying to do a parenting plan, that's definitely a requirement. You know what I'm saying? You might have to put your own self on child support, and you know what's gonna go by how much you make in the last 6 months. Nigga, if you work at motherfucking McDonald's the last 6 months, or Burger King or Chipotle, and you getting paid minimum wage, then that's what you know what I'm saying? That's what you know, that's what you're gonna have to pay. You know what I mean? It's gonna be added up and divided up into what you paying your child support. Now, if you working at some corporation and you know what I mean, you getting paid, that's what they're gonna add in. So if you know how to work if you know how to work your system, you know what I mean, or you know the loopholes, you know, you might want to go get you a minimum job paying, you know what I mean,
Mhm.
so you can kind of keep some of your marbles for a little bit, you know. But
Yeah, yeah.
I can't really say it's unfair. The child support part now just family court in general, I'd say damn near is unfair because 99.9% of the time it's gonna go to the woman, whatever ruling. But as far as the child support, the payments and shit, I mean, it's kind of fucked up. But you know,
Yeah.
whatever. What can you do? You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep fucking these broads, right? So
Hey,
what you
hey,
gonna do?
but you can strap up too though.
Man, that shit don't
Let's
work.
get to that part. Get to that.
That shit don't work.
It don't work. It
Hell
doesn't
no.
feel the same, baby.
They
It
don't.
doesn't feel the
First
same.
off, they don't make condoms like they used to. You know what I'm saying? It used to be
Mm.
lambskin. That lambskin was stronger. You know what I mean? They said it wasn't, but you know what I mean?
Sturdy, sturdy, huh? Hey,
Yeah,
them motherfuckers talking about they allergic to lambskin and shit.
trustworthy.
I'm
Yeah,
allergic. No. Shout out to chat, man. I see some of the shout out to the returning people in the chat. I see Suzette. You know what I'm saying? Shout out. Dang, I can't pronounce that name though. Excuse me if I'm butchering. Benico. That was the champ right there, man. Oh, they were putting it down in the chat, man, the other day. But yeah, I like that take. So we hold that thought, McGlover. You know what I'm saying? And put your hands in the chat for your keys and stuff, and let's get it. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let's start a GoFundMe for find your keys. You know what I'm saying? hit the likes in the chat and put your hands in the chat for McGlover finding his car keys. You know what I'm saying? So he can get to do what he needs to do. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have his privilege taken away from him, not his right. You know what I mean? But swinging to my man Stone. Yeah, starting off, fair or flawed?
I think it's flawed. I'm not against child support. I feel like if a man's not taking care of his children, then that he should definitely have to pay child support. It's for the men who actually are involved in their kids' lives. I kind of feel like the system is kind of flawed. I think the way they determine how much you need to pay is definitely kind of flawed. I don't think it's fair, bro. You know what I mean? Like if you're successful, I feel like because you're more successful than the custodial parent, you got to pay X amount of dollars more. You know what I mean? And I just don't think that's fair. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think I don't know how I don't have the right answers to like make it right, but I definitely feel like I don't know, maybe they should have a set median for like, oh, from this age to this age, this is how much you're required to pay if you live in California, and from this age, from the next 5 years, this is how much you're required to pay, and blah blah blah. It shouldn't just be based off your income, because it's like you get penalized for being successful. You know what I mean? You get penalized for having a good job. It's like, what I'm gonna go do? Like McGlover said, go work at McDonald's, go work at Burger King for a little while, just so for 6 months, just so I can work the system. It's like I got to do all that instead of being in a position where I have a solid job and I can do X, Y, and Z. So I feel like it's not fair. And I feel like it's something they should definitely work on. But I do believe in the system to a certain extent. I do think that, like I said earlier, if you ain't taking care of your kids, or you don't want to be in that kid's life, then yeah, you should be forking up some money for that, bro.
What if your kids don't like you and you still got to pay child support? You think it's still fair?
Man, they didn't ask to be here.
That's a good question. Yeah, they
didn't ask to be here, neither did you. So I mean, we can pass that blame on, right?
I didn't.
Yeah.
But I mean, if I'm going off of what he said, man, my mom ain't never had my dad on the child support. He was mostly incarcerated. So I mean, money wasn't coming in from him. I do feel like that there is systems in place. You got the county, you got food stamps section, and you got all kind of shit that where they've been taking the black men out of the households for a long time, bro. With giving women like a backbone. You feel me? If they took away all these, what do you want to call them? All these lifelines from women, and not, nothing against the women in the chat or nothing like that, but I'm just saying, like, if they took away all these lifelines and made the woman actually depend on the father, or if she didn't have the father to depend on, the abortion rate would be way higher. If they didn't have food stamps, if they didn't have X, Y, the abortion rate would have been way higher. These women wouldn't have been out here having all these babies. But they know that, hey, I can have this baby. They always say, oh, I don't need your help. I'm going to do it on my own. It'll never really work out like that. I'm not saying that no woman has done it without that, but at some point, she might be getting county, she might be getting WIC. This is all help. You know what I'm saying? If they didn't have that help, do you still think they'd be out here having these babies? I don't.
It'd be the numbers would change. I wouldn't say every single. I mean, I know you're not talking about every single person, but the numbers will change, because now what you thought that was something that was your ace in the hole, a baby, is not there anymore. It's not there. You have a baby now. It's actually your responsibility to be a parent, and no one's gonna help you. Hell no, I'm not having that baby. No, it's not even gonna benefit me down the road. But if it's benefiting me, yeah, I'm gonna go with the term, nurture it, use it along the way. You know what I'm saying? That type of thing. So, man, I'm just listening to y'all. I'm like, my mind is going. I'm just like, man, where should I go from next? But but yeah, look. So, McGlover, look, for this talk, for this go around. Oh my bad. Sorry, swinging to JD. JD. So if the system if you see it as flawed, like if you could today in let's just say Cali, state of Cali, or let's say state of Dockland or whatever, you got filed on, or you filed for child. I mean, you got filed on for child support. Blah blah blah. You got put on child support. What do you think in the process or the whole situation going forward could be changed for the better to help your perception of changing it from flawed to fear, if that makes sense? What's one? Just give me one. Just give me one thing right now that you would start with to work on to make it push toward the fear versus the flawed.
That the right party, gets has the is divided equally, is an equitable divide, and the right party make sure that the right party gets you know carries that support.
So, so you want to make sure, basically, make sure the process is fair from the beginning, like the child is at the right place, like with the custody. You mean, or
Yeah, I would say that because that's where it's gonna start. So where's the child? Because I presume that it goes off who has the child, what I'm saying, longer or whatever, or who has full custody, or who, like, does the mom have the
oh,
child throughout the week and the father on the weekend, or is it vice versa? Things like that. So,
oh,
so yeah, so something like that. So like whoever has the child more than the other party should, I guess that. I mean, is that how it go? I'm just, I'm
so
assuming.
so so from my experience, that's the bargaining chip. So you if me and a woman is in a custody battle because we want the kid, because we want to for our financial gain, I'm gonna try to get cut most custody as I can, or the woman is gonna try to get most custody as I can. When a judge awards it, that bases on, okay, Doc, you gonna see your son on these months in the summer because he lives with his mom and he goes to school during the week or during the school year. But since he's going to be with you for 3 months, this is going to be your child support or whatever, because we can't decide amicably. They're going to spell check that, but they're gonna turn around and make the decision for you based on your income, based on the state you at, based on and that's where I get kind of trippy and get irritated, because some is like, I have a job, and I see, shout out to the chat. I'm gonna start addressing some of the chat, because like Suzette said, working a full-time job, sometimes you don't even qualify for those services, like what Mac was talking about. But we're gonna move over to there. But I would say, like, if I go and I say, oh, okay, I'm like Mac said, or McGlover said, like Dre said, I filed for child support on myself so I could get it out the way. I could pay early, and they got all my stuff on file. Sometimes those child supports, when you get filed on, they take out of your check. Like we talk about working at McDonald's and all that stuff. They garnish your check, and the money don't even go to the woman half the time. It don't even go to the woman. It goes to the state or the county or whatever it goes to. Then it gets dispersed in whatever amount to the family after that. So they stepping all on your payment. You know what I'm saying? So it's not even getting the full amount to your family when it's filed like that. You know what I'm saying? And like Mr. McGlover said, if you know the ins and outs of everything, I think it's fair. And I could agree with that take, but the fact is, we don't have that education. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't have that knowledge, and the stuff changes from county to county, state to state. You know what I mean? But Mr. McGlover, like okay, Suzette in the chat said, working a full-time job, you don't even qualify for some of those services. I've seen that like, for instance, with me, with my kids, I'm bringing it back to junior high school, when they was paying for lunch, and they said, oh, their mom and my income together is too much, even though we supposedly in middle class, lower middle class, whatever you want to call it. They say it's too much, so my kids have to pay for lunch, so I have to pay for part of the lunch, where the other families might have free lunch, and another family might have to pay the whole thing. But what I'm saying is like it's almost like you're punishing the person for having their shit together. You know what I'm saying? They got their shit together a little bit, so I'm a punish them even more financially because here's the thing. I'm kind of alluding to what JD was talking about, but like I want my kid to live comfortable, and that's what money I should be paying. But I shouldn't have to go turn around and sit there and because I'm in the NBA, my kid's comfortability is turns into $2 million. You know what I'm saying? A month or something like that. You know what I'm saying? That's the part I don't get. Go ahead, Stone.
I just want to say that just for people's clarification, like in the chat, or just for y'all, if y'all didn't know too, when it comes to the state stepping on the money or getting the money, that's only in the case of if she's been collecting, like if she's been getting something from the state. You know what I mean? Like I was saying earlier, if she's been getting like food stamps, or if the state's been giving her WIC, if they've been giving her certain amount of stuff before you started paying child support, then yeah, once you start paying child support, you're paying the state back now because the state has been acting like the dad. You get what I'm saying? The state's been the one. Oh, I'm giving her X amount of dollars per month. I'm giving her the WIC. I'm giving her the food stamp. So now that we collecting child support, say it's $500. Hey, I've been giving her $300, and I've been giving her this food stamp. So matter of fact, you're gonna pay me first, and then whatever's left over, that's what I'm gonna give her. So that's how that works. Just so everybody in the chat gets it. But just because we've not been there, and it's like I said, the system is just it's not designed for the person who has a better job. It just sucks. You know what I mean? That's why I kind of feel like. It's just like with taxes, though. You know what I'm saying? I don't think the system's ever going to be right, but it's like, hey, if I work, if because I have a better job than you, and I'm making more money than you, or I did something better with my life than you, that means that I gotta pay you more. You know what I'm saying? That's why I feel like it should be a set amount, and unfortunately, even a set amount, some women might not be able to make do with that. But just like some men, it's hard for them to pay that amount. But I feel like it should be a set amount from like ages 1 to 5, and then from ages 5 to 10, and then from 10 to 15. It should just be simple, bro. And we shouldn't have to. It should be more if you don't, like you said. It should be like it taps out at an amount, and if you don't see your kid, then you have to pay that max amount. But if you do see your kid, then they adjust it accordingly. But I just think it should be a set number. It shouldn't be going off of just what that person makes, bro. Because it's not fair.
I agree, because why are you getting penalized for having a little better of a job or whatever it is? And then again, why is so let's just say Stone, I mean future millionaire, but let's say you got $1 million right now. I'm working a 9 to 5, making my regular whatever I make in annually, but I'm just trucking by. So because you're a millionaire and I'm just a regular, like middle class, does that make your child better than mine?
Yeah.
Or equal?
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what it means.
Yeah. I hear about them cases. I be seeing like Chris Brown paying this amount of money a month in child support, and Future paying this much money a month in child support, and I'm just like, damn. Like some people don't even make those numbers a year, and these dudes is paying that a month, and I'm just like, what is that kid doing? I mean, I just gotta be realistic, and maybe it's because maybe I'm broke and I just don't got it like them, but I don't understand where $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 is going per month for a kid. Yeah, there's no woman that can
where they live at,
bro. I can't. No woman's gonna be able to justify that for me, because I've seen women who getting no child support and making it work, with a couple of $100 a month. So you mean to tell me these women getting $50,000 a month from a rapper or a celeb or a basketball player, football player?
I mean,
and they still be complaining like you can't make it work?
Let me interject. All right, you a millionaire, right? We millionaires. Boom. We got kids. Nigga, we don't want our kids around these regular ass kids going to regular ass schools the regular kids go to. We don't want them eating. We don't want to eat. We don't want them eating at McDonald's with the regular kids. We don't want them all, you know what I'm saying? So all that is combined in. We want our kids going way out. Private school, where they'll be probably going to school with the next president, or you know what I'm saying, or something like that. Ivy, you know what I'm saying? These kids are destiny has been pre-planned. You know what I'm saying? these tuitions is $30,000-$40,000. You know what I'm saying?
Some of them a month. Some of them a month.
That's what I'm
Shit
saying.
crazy.
So we can't really speak on a millionaire status because it's millionaire problems that go with that millionaire shit. Nigga, kids gotta, you know what I'm saying? We can't. Yeah, nah, nigga, it's kids that then came from money. Ain't never ate at McDonald's. Ain't never ate at. You know what I'm saying? Which where if we went to court, you know, all that would be, you know, added up in what we gonna pay and what we not gonna pay. But now we millionaires, we in another bracket. Nigga, kids don't eat this shit. The kids don't go here. The kids, you know what I'm saying? It's just a whole different ball game. It's just, you know what I'm saying? It's just a whole different mindset.
I get to a certain extent, but I'm not paying no $30,000 for no kid to go to school. I don't give a fuck what kind of money I make. Period. I'm not paying
$30,000.
I don't
Man,
care.
baby mama say the kids need this though.
It's not.
Baby mama say the kids, baby, you know what I mean? And she gonna push for that, and she gonna get it too.
100, that's what I'm saying. That's why I feel like it's flawed. I don't feel like if I'm a millionaire and I went to public school, then obviously the public school system did right by me.
Yeah,
my kid can take his ass to that same public school for free.
Private school in Hibachi does not.
But and they did bar. You example. You an exemplary young man. Stone, like you a standard. Everybody not like that. Some motherfuckers went to public school and got shitted on. You know what I'm saying? Didn't make it out that motherfucker and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Survival of the fittest.
Yeah, but see, in the eyes of the court, none of that matters because it's all about the well-being of the child. So it don't even matter what you feel is right. What's better for this child's trajectory in life? You know what I'm saying? Oh, Pop's got $1 million plus. Yeah, your kid, you'll be. You know what I mean? That when you enter the course realm, they don't give a fuck about nothing. What's best for the kid? You know what I'm saying?
See, another thing about the child support is they also calculate how much you make before the taxes are taken out. You feel me? So you can say I make $1 million a year, bro, but you know 20% of that going to the Fed and the state already. You feel me? And then on top of that you taking away from that number. So I make $1 million a year. I'm not actually seeing that meal, but you still holding me accountable for making a meal, even though the federal and the state getting their money too. Then you gonna hit me on the head on top of that. So it's like I feel like there's some flaws in the system. I'm not against child support. I'm not saying that at all, but I do feel like there's some flaws.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me read these in the chat because they kind of went along with what y'all was saying. You know, Benicio said, "You explained it right. Good looking Stone on the explanation of the child support." Then, you know, retired troll salute. He said, "Salute for y'all having these important conversations." And I'm gonna read these. I'm gonna breeze past this one. Daryl Matthews, shout out Daryl Matthews, whoever that is. He turning up, and they made it hard for. This is Vanico. They made it hard for you to lower the amount because they see how much you make, and you have to go through the process just to get the amount lowered. Shaking my head, and then to McGlover, Daryl Matthews said he pointed to his comment because $1 million kid better than yours. You say, yep, exactly. So he said, what if your kid is rich? What if your kid rich and retarded? It cancels out. That's what he said. All right, I'm gonna move past that.
He gonna die richer than your kid. He gonna die richer than your kid. He got trust funds. He got stock.
That's true.
He got all that. You're already done. He ain't got to be smart. He ain't got to even have a brain. He already set. That's the difference. That's the difference. Your kid he might be smart, but he gonna spend his whole life working for this shit. And by the time he get it, he might not even be able to enjoy it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Cook. Let me see. And then we got Drea. Drea said, okay. I think child support kind of not fair. I remember being in mediation and my ex, he was going to school to be a doctor and wasn't working. They based his support on his past job and earning potential.
Yep.
Earning potential.
Earning potential.
I don't know what kind of word. What kind of word is that? Learning, earning potential.
For sure.
Earning potential. So I think in a room we all have potential to make a lot. Should that count against me?
If you tell that broad, yep.
So you got to keep your, you got to know the ins and outs. Part of the ins and outs is keeping your shit under wraps. You know what I'm saying? You get a promotion. Do you go home and tell your ex? Do you go
Nah.
home and tell your kid's mom? Do you hold it from your kids though? I
Hell
always tell
yeah.
my
Everybody, bro. But that's what I'm saying. You really got to do all that. Like that's the life that we gotta live.
Shit.
Because, you know, we
Hey,
made
9 times out of 10, they're gonna take mommy's side anyway. Hell yeah, don't tell them nothing either.
facts. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga.
This is not
I tell everybody all the time I love my kids, but if I need them to go tell my ex-wife anything, if I need my ex-wife to know anything, I just tell them. They just run and tell her anyway. You know what I'm saying? I don't even need to talk to her. You know what I mean? They do take sides, man. They do take sides, man. But I think that's part of that seed that's planted in the mediations and all that too. You know what I'm saying? Like that energy you got. You go into all the mediation shit and it's all this angry energy. I got to take you out of school. Why? Because daddy wants to do this and wants to do that. You putting all this bad. No, daddy may want to have an understanding of how we're going to parent. And I think that's what we're losing here. You know what I mean? But sticking on the scumbags though, the scumbag, that's a touchy one because the ones that don't take care of their kids and then the mother or the woman, and it might be a case where the situation is reversed, but the man or the woman, whoever actually needs the help, can't find this person from Adam or Eve or know where the person at, they ain't doing nothing, they refuse to do it or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? And then that's when we getting into all that stuff where we're really looking to taking away over the licenses and doing all this stuff. They start hitting you in your pockets to make you hurt so you would take care of your responsibility. And like you said, Stone, so it was McGlover, the state, or maybe it was Stone, but the state will have to stop paying for your mistakes or your the stuff you can't handle. I'm giving your broad WIC, I'm giving her food stamps, I'm giving her this, I'm giving her that, and she working, and you not paying for nothing? Hell no. Lock you up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it just seemed like everything ends up to jail. You know what I'm saying? Everything ends up to jail about money. And we talking about kids though.
Unfortunately, that's what it leads to.
I still ain't heard if it's like a specific percentage. Like it sounds
So
like the judge is just making up what he want to make up at the time they making it up when you get in there. Like it's no set percentage, like at all. That's wild.
hey, there is a percentage.
It's a
There is
set
a
percentage.
depending on where you at. It's like
Okay, so
there's a cap
certain
on.
jurisdictions they do have set percentages.
Yeah, so I want to say the last I checked, it was like 50% of your disposable income. They can take up to 50% of your what they deem, not what you say is your disposable income,
This
but what
conversation
they
making
deem.
me mad. I'm gonna keep it real, nigga. Yeah, y'all making me mad with this shit, nigga, because I'm starting to get my feelings about this shit, nigga. Y'all opening up some wombs, nigga, around this motherfucker, nigga.
That's what I'm saying. So the thing about the thing I don't like about that is that they tell you what your disposable income is. It's not like you can tell them like, oh no, yeah, but I also got to go, pay for the gas in my car. They calculate these numbers for you and then tell you, okay, you make this much a month. I'm gonna say you got $3,000 of disposable income. You like $3,000? Like no, that got to go here and that got to go there. They not gonna see it that way. So they get to tell you, okay, Mr. McGlover, you got after you pay your mortgage and your car note, you got this much money left over. And you like, no, I don't. And they like, well, according to our calculations, you do. And from that money, I could take up to 50% of that. So if it's $3,000, if you got $3,000 to play with, I could take 1,500
For sure.
Shush. That's all. And then
Okay,
here's
that's a major key. Then you gotta figure out how to make your disposable income look like how you need it to look. Like that's really what it's about.
it's a game.
So
It's
you
a
gotta make
game, bro.
less. You gotta
You
find
got
a way to find all that money.
find a way. You
That's why
show
that shit
yeah.
scary, nigga. That's why I said fear. Nigga, you said fear, nigga. I thought you said fear, nigga. I just went with fear. Look at that shit. That's crazy,
Shit.
bro. You know what I'm saying? And then
Hey, so that
because
crazy shit. She good.
I'm
Oh,
just
go
thinking
ahead,
like
bro.
like people that like. How do you get put on child support for a kid that's not yours and have to pay for that kid for the 18 years
that's
though?
bogus.
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that, bro. I'm glad you said that. That is bogus, bro. And let me bring some somebody McGlover know Muddy Red. He said he said on one of his posts I saw just this week. Coincidentally, we're doing this topic. He said um it should be a required of like a Mando DNA test if you put files for child support. It should be mandatory in the beginning. You know
If,
what I'm saying?
if you request it, you can request. So I'm gonna keep it fair because I don't want to make it seem like it's just not. I mean, because 85% of it ain't in our favor, but you do have the option for a DNA test in the beginning. If only you don't have that option if you already signed the birth certificate. Now, if you signed the birth certificate, then she can take that up there to them and tell them, hey, I want to put this person on child support, blah, blah, blah. They're going to find out how much you make. They're going to send you something in the mail telling you that based off what you make, because I know where you work already, and I've already talked to your people, and it's based off what you make, this is how much you should be paying. Now, if you didn't sign that birth certificate, you're going to get something in the mail, and then they're going to say, okay, do you want to waive your right for the DNA test, or do you want to take a DNA test? I mean, if you're smart, then you're gonna take that DNA test. I'm gonna take the DNA test, even if I know the baby mine, because I want to be petty at this point. You feel me? So
Yeah. Well, waste resources and stuff. Yeah. I
and
got you.
after you take that DNA test, they're gonna send it back. Okay, based off the DNA test, you know what I mean? It's determined that this is 98.2% your kid. Blah blah blah. Okay, now you in it. Now it's gonna be the same thing. Now you got to pay this amount of money for this kid. Let's not forget healthcare, which is a big one too. If you ain't got
Man, they don't.
then now you got to go half on the healthcare, or if she's already been paying the healthcare, then you need to start paying her back because she's been paying the healthcare the whole time and you ain't been helping with that. So, like I said, there's a lot of shit they take into account, and none of it really benefits us, bro.
Do you get your money back though?
Huh?
You get your money
Hell
back?
No.
No.
Hell no, that's crazy.
What do you think they give it back to you?
The fuck?
Nah.
18 years after 18 years.
You gotta extort your kids, bro. You gotta hope they make it big, and then start pestering them for money on the side, like nickel and diming them. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey son, I'm short on the on the water bill. Can I I took care of you for 18 years. Can you hold me down 1 month? You know what I'm saying?
The best y'all can do is file taxes on them every other year. That's about it as far as getting your money back.
Oh
You
yeah, that too.
That's true.
It don't work like that unless you get it in court. She gets to claim them on the taxes too, unless y'all work something out in the court. But like they said,
it's a refund. Hell no.
Hey, if you married and this happens, then that baby automatically yours, regardless if you find out 10 years from. Like if you married when y'all had that baby, oh yeah, ain't no DNA test.
Ain't no paternity test if you married.
No, for what?
Yeah, you're supposed to be in a union. Like that's so flawed.
I signed a piece of paper. I can't go get a paternity test.
You can get whatever you want. It ain't gonna hold up though in court, like for child support.
Hold up, bro. Hold on, bro. Hold on. You mean to tell me I'm married?
Congratulations.
My wife has a kid. I go get a paternity test. The paternity test shows that I'm, I don't know, the opposite of 99.99. Right? And you mean to tell me that doesn't have no weight in court?
So look, JD, to answer your question, let's look at Drea's last comment. I have my youngest son when I have been separated for 2 years, but legally still married. They had my ex on child support for a year and even tried to lock him up.
Lord. Damn.
Oh, and Drea, you could jump in if you want to jump in with us for five.
That I'm talking about. Like, how you gonna lock somebody up, take away they driver's license? You feel what I'm saying? Like, how they gonna pay? Nigga, like, what was the point? What's the point? Like,
so I think we getting into
some support.
But so that's telling me is the point to make it difficult for the father. That's what you tell him. That's what it says to me. It doesn't tell me that we're trying to help the child. we're trying to make it difficult for the father because the father is the majority of the time is going to be the person that's not going to be with the kid the whole time. The mom is usually going to get the custody. I've seen some instances like I don't know how true it is or not, but like Nip, first baby moms, he had a daughter with her. They alleged married, not married, whatever. He had a daughter with her. He got custody, and part of the custody was because she didn't have her shit together per se, and he had the money. You know, he had the crib, he had caretakers, all that stuff. It's a better environment for her, clearly in that situation. You know what I'm saying? But that's not how every situation pan out though at all. It get real trippy. It get real trippy, and you get. With this now, like we talk about Mando, blood test or DNA test, when you don't take one and you just agree to pay, and you don't do like the Stone. He said, "I'm just doing it to at this point to just be difficult and be petty or whatever it is." If you don't do that, you never know. You never know. You don't do that. Some there's, believe it or not, there are some females out there, squeaky clean, supposedly, don't even know how to spell anything like BAD or anything bad or anything like that, but they'll turn around and be like confused on who they kid's father is, but they don't even fuck like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you confused and you don't even do nothing like that, and you confused. So it's situations that happen like that all the time. A test should be just Mando, so you don't have to get all that emotion involved. Hey, I want to take a test. What you think, I was fucking with somebody else or whoop-de-whoop? Then you have all that putting into it. You know what I'm saying? I don't need all that at this point. You know what I mean?
Listen, man, this is what I want to say. Hit the like button. Hit the like button, everybody. Hit that like button, man. That's all I really wanted to say, to be honest with you.
I appreciate you. Hit that like, man. You know what I'm saying? But oh yeah, in the chat though, I said shout out to Suzette too, man. I seen her comment. I was laughing at it. But shout out to her. She said, I'm at work secretly on this live. I hope I don't get fired because I don't get child support. Oh shit! Shout out Matt T in the chat too. Most of the time, regardless how solid you are and take care of your kids, it goes in the damn, this thing is always in the way. It goes in the what? In the warm. You see that, Stone? In the warm, Matt T, the last comment?
It goes in a woman's favor.
Oh, woman's favor. Okay. And we can't win. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. That's just the way the cookie crumbled, man.
You win if you run away from your responsibilities. I wish I was. You know what? I sometimes envy the deadbeat dad. You know what I'm saying? I wish I had that heart, because I'd be like, yeah, for sure. Because I sometimes I'd be like, damn, man, how y'all niggas do that shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, I wish I could do that. You know what I'm saying? But I got a heart. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, I like kids. You know what I mean?
Bro.
But got a big heart.
But I'd be like, damn, man, I wish I could do that. You know what I'm saying? Just bounce on the bitch. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. Hey,
why don't you just try it out for like 3 months?
And it seemed like the kid, but hold up, it seemed like the kids love the deadbeat dads a little bit more than they love the dads. They come looking for the dad. They look for the dad after a while.
Say that. Oh my God, bro. Bro, I can walk past my kids. It's like, bro, Father's Day. This is a real deal. Father's Day on my birthday, back to back. I get a post. I'm lucky for that though. I'm like, I don't get no what you doing, where you at, nothing. Like, I don't even expect shit, and that's cool. But the mom, the shit is rolled out and all that stuff. But like, if I wasn't here, like, I would walk past my kids. Oh, hey, dad. If I wasn't here, bro, like, oh, I was, let's say, locked up or whatever, I was deployed or something like that. I'll come back. It's like, ooh, dad's back. Ooh, it's all this excitement and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, nah, I'm just seeing you. You know what I'm saying? Like your day, visiting for that day cancels out a person that's in the house every single day because they get more of the energy in one day than we get all year long and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's true, man. You know what I'm saying? It don't pay to be disciplined. Man, it don't pay to be the good guy, bro. It don't pay to be a good guy.
It don't pay to be around all the time. It don't pay to be around all the time. It don't pay to be around. You can be a good guy and not be around all the time. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be good to be there. That's just how I feel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's true though. I agree.
Cause shit, if you seen God every day, you stop treating God like he was God. You know what I'm saying? If God was just sitting on your couch with you every day, sitting on the side and smoking blunts, you be like, man, God, he'll make us go to the store, man. You know what I mean? You start talking to God crazy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Like,
that's why he don't want to be. That's why he don't want to be in your face all the time.
Hey, he cooking. He be like, hey, what was that? Oh, that's just God. Don't worry, man.
Thank God, man. He always, you know.
Don't trip, man. Hey,
Right.
man, you cooking. That's a great way to look at it, bro. You're right, man. We accustomed to the norm. You know what I'm saying? But why is it that the mom is the consistent most of the time, and they get love regardless? They could damn near reject the baby.
Because she knows how to manipulate, nigga. And sometimes manipulating ain't always a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? But manipulating is manipulating. She manipulates that clay. Nigga, baby, that's fresh clay. You know what I'm saying? They already got a bond automatically coming out the womb. You know what I mean? So it's like, nigga, yeah, okay, dad, but nigga, in a fire, nigga, they saving mommy, nigga. You feel me? Get over it. You better get over it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah,
that's just what it is.
That's that nurturing ability. You know what I'm saying? Because you know that give you your first suck when you get out. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They breastfeeding you. They, you know what I'm saying? They taking care of you. They nurturing you. So it's a stronger connection. You know what I'm saying? With that, the father's out working, getting to the bag, making sure the roof is over the head, making sure it's clothes, making sure it's food in the refrigerator, and that doesn't connect as well as the nurturer in the household. So that's probably that's definitely, that makes sense for sure. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't connect as well. So yeah,
and I'll say this is having being a dad with older kids and younger kids, and a younger kid, I should say, older kids and a younger kid, but the older kids, once they start dabbling in the real world, they start really recognizing what you do. Like I'll give an example. My daughter, not too long ago, she kind of brainstorming how much her car note will be, and then how much she gonna have to pay for a car note, then the insurance, and then the gas and all that. So she's sitting here, how much you think my insurance will be? That I was like, you think it's gonna be high, huh? When I get she don't have her license yet. She was like, I was like, yeah, it's gonna be high. You under 25, first time driver, that type of thing. She's like, so y'all pay the insurance and the car note, and you got to put gas in the car. I was like, yeah, you got to do all that. You got to do all that. It don't click because they just get in the car and go with you. You know what I'm saying? They not putting the gas in the car. They just know I need to get here A to B. If you don't get me here, who gonna get me here? You know what I'm saying? They don't, but they do start putting it together when they get older though. So y'all could, you know what I'm saying, out there in Chatland and everything, look forward to that. You know what I'm saying? But it's wild. So I think one thing I would do to improve it though, that is definitely for sure that that DNA test being mandatory. I think that kills a lot of tension up front in the beginning that you may or may not have. And then also, man, you got so many categories. You got some people that don't want to deal with the person at all and say, I just want to keep the kid. I'm going to take care of it. I don't want no dealings with him. You know what I'm saying? And some people just concede to that, you know?
You know what's another flaw about it too? You say the DNA test and everything, bro. You know that almost any woman can go and a woman who probably ain't even ever slept with Mr. McGlover can go and say that, hey, he the father. And they gonna start sending him paperwork like, hey, this lady's claiming that you the father. If you not, then you gotta take a DNA test. And you ain't never met this woman a day of your life, bro. But now you got to explain to your girl at home why you get mail from some lady saying that you got a baby by her and that you got to take a DNA test. But I just feel like the women have too much power in their hands, bro, and it's not fair to us. Period. Point. Bro. Like at the end of the day, it's just not fair.
Yeah. I think it's far from being even getting close to being fair though. You know what I'm saying? I think you just have situations that just happen to work out sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But McGlover, What you pondering over?
Man, shit, you know, God bless America. Nobody else. How about that?
yeah. All right, Mr. Agent. Yeah. Hey, I know what you're thinking about, man. You gonna find them keys though. Spirit
Nah,
hands
nah,
for the
man, I'm
keys.
done with it, man. I'm gonna just give it to God, man. I'll find it when I find it, man.
I got
Y'all
a
got me
Nah, I
mad
know.
with this child. Y'all
right.
got me mad with this child support shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. That's what I'm saying. I know you. I know you. I'm not in the room, but I know his posture. He looked like you want to sock some shit right now, like.
No,
You know,
I,
because
Get your.
I got a
it,
question.
it's just a money grab all the way around.
100%. Shout
Yep,
out to
it's a money grab.
hey, but I got a question. So if you say I'm gonna pose it to all three of y'all. Say y'all are already on child support and you paying. Let's say you make pretty decent money and you paying $800 a month in child support.
Mhm.
But now your daughter or your son, they want to play Pop Warner or they want to do cheerleading. And now your baby mama hit you up asking you for some more money on top of the 8 that you already pay monthly. Is that something you feel obligated that you need to handle as well? Or are you gonna
Damn.
tell, hey bro, I'm paying you, let's take it from that.
The cat was supposed to be.
I got one for that. If y'all ain't going.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So I kind of went through that situation a little bit, but I propose to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because me and my kid's mom, we decide on something together and then put it on paper or whatnot together. It wasn't it was a filing, so everybody be straight on all angles, but it was just a part of the process. It wasn't like she filed and I'm fighting it or whatever it is. No mediation, nothing like that, right there. But what I did just out of my own merit, and that's just because I wanted to do it because but I felt the situation could have been drug on a lot longer. It could have been more difficult. And since we just came to a reasoning, now did I want to give up all that money? No, probably not, because I didn't think it was going all the way to the kids all the time. And that's not to attack their mom or nothing like that. It's just that situations happen where you have a little bit of extra money coming in. You look at it like it's not yours. You ain't gonna treat it like yours. You know what I'm saying? You're just gonna, oh, I got this extra coming in. I could do this. I could do that. No, you can't. That's for my kid, our kid. You know what I'm saying? But to answer, I'm losing. Oh, the extra stuff. I chose personally to give, like, say, hey, school comes up. You know, school shopping is big. Nowadays, they give you a list of what you want in the backpack, all that stuff, and then you got school clothes and all that stuff. Stuff like that, I took care of, and then when she was able to, I went half with her on so, and that's extra above the child support. That was just me. Now I have a homie who remained unnamed, but he he pays his child support, and she came at him with something like an extracurricular activity, and that motherfucker lost it, bro. He lost it, bro. he said, no, figure that shit out between that millions of dollars I send you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? I'm all for my kids. So now he looks like the bad guy if so and so can't go into football or basketball or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we can't do it because daddy said or we don't have any money or whatever it is. Nah, that ain't it, man. Now I'm getting like Mac, but for real, I chose to do it. But I know some situations where rightfully so, motherfucker said, "Fuck no," straight up.
I get it. I think I get it. I don't know how. I mean, I feel like part of parenting is if you got good co-parenting ship, then I feel like your baby mama or your baby daddy should be able to come to you with almost anything pertaining to the kids, and y'all figure it out together. Feel me? I don't ever feel like it should always be on just, hey, you know what, your daddy. Let me see if your daddy got the money for you to play football. Um, hey, you want to play football? I'm already paying you $800 a month, and football costs $400. You come to me like, yeah, man, I got half on it. I'm not
Yeah,
I'll
Being
help
a
you
halfway.
with half. You know what I'm saying? I'm already giving you some money, so yeah, I'll help you with half or whatever you need. Let me know. You need some cleats, whatever. He can hit me up. But just putting it all on one parent is kind of fucked up.
Yeah, make sure you tax that other nigga that's staying there too, though. Don't just tax me.
For
Tax that other
sure.
nigga.
My
Get
biggest
Tax that
at
other nigga too.
it.
Don't just yeah. I bring some. Make sure that nigga put some money on it too, though.
because
Because I
I
know he
got
up
into
in
it
there
with
eating up
a
all the
and
food
she
and all
started
this shit.
like
Boom.
down. Man, you know what? I gotta pay my electricity. I gotta, your kid gotta have somewhere to sleep. They gotta do this. They gotta do that. Da, da, da. I'm like, all right, I get it. You got your rent and da, da, da. I get it. But my thing is this, bro. You was gonna have rent regardless if you had a kid or not. If you was living on your own, you was gonna have rent. Granted, now you got a 2-bedroom now, so it's a little more. Okay, I'll take that. But it's also a nigga staying there too. So I gotta give you money, right, to help you pay your rent because obviously my kids stay there. But it's also another nigga staying there too. Now I don't care how you try to slice it and like it's so, you know what I'm saying. But at, I'm low key paying for this nigga to live there with you and my kid in a sense.
Say that
I'm
then.
low key helping y'all out. I'm
Say that
making
then.
y'all's life easier. Period. Point blank. Ain't no way you can't
Deadbeats
convince
be
me that I'm
winning.
not. And that don't sit well with me.
Shout out to the scumbag. Man, it shouldn't be right with the nigga either. You know, that's it. That should get me mad too, though, because like you right, man, y'all right. Like you have a child. Okay, you went from a 1-bedroom to a 2-bedroom because you got some child support now. You won't need to live somewhere anyway. And I need the nigga to be a part of the decree. You telling me, they don't have no child care, so he needs to be responsible for that. Okay. Oh yeah, I got child care. Oh no, that he has a good job, so that shouldn't count. Nah, I got child care, I got dental, whatever it is. Now let's talk about this nigga you got in the house that's drinking the milk and shit and all that shit, making protein shakes and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Now,
And they
what
bad
camps is he
mouthing you.
going? Where his
And
food stamps going?
they bad mouthing you in front of the kid too,
say that,
Ooh.
nigga. Like
nigga.
sizing your kid up, nigga. Like brushing against them, like nigga. Or fuck your
Yeah,
pops up, nigga.
for sure.
nigga. Oh, everything, nigga. Nigga,
Yeah,
baby boy is real, bro. Baby boy is real. That's a real life story and shit. You know what I'm saying?
nigga. Shit, nigga. You niggas better wrap it up. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, lambskin status.
You niggas
On
better wrap
lambskin.
it up. Or
Pause.
no, or pull out game better start being immaculate, nigga.
Mm.
It's too late for all that shit now, bro.
I know.
Shit, we like a little bit of we like a 10 about to hit the 1 hour and 8 minutes. But like the one thing I did want to touch on, I think we touched on a lot of different stuff with child support. It's a lot of different things we could talk about too. In pertaining to that in a different situation. But so we could put a pin in that and hold on to that one though. And I don't know if it came out yet, but in the chat or even any of y'all, have y'all heard anything about the Diddy verdict? Heard it's like done or partially done or I don't know.
Yeah. Free Diddy. I seen something that said like, oh, they came with partial, but the judge might make them stay and deliberate some more because they weren't able to like come up with a ruling on one of the racketeering counts or something, and the
Mm.
defense was against that. But
That nigga's cooked.
it do sound like they got some answers for some of the stuff, but they don't know fully about that racketeering one. I don't know. I feel like they gonna hit him in the hand. They gotta slap him in the hand for something. He might have to do some time, but I don't know if it's gonna be
I
that
don't know, man.
elbow.
These
I don't think
DAs
it's the
been. Oh,
elbow.
go ahead, go ahead.
He got 15 coming. I'm sticking to that.
I don't
Like
think he
15.
getting
Mm.
the
I was
elbow.
gonna say 10.
He got 15.
This was a
These
fast trial too,
CPAs
so
been
he
slipping
don't really got
though
time
with
served.
these Ricos. They ain't been winning these Ricos. Young Thug got off. I forgot somebody else. Like
But he
they
didn't
ain't been
technically
winning these
get off though.
Ricos
They
like
they
that.
still got a conviction. I want to say JD. I think they still got a conviction. He just ended up being free because of the stipulation. But
That's the
his
part that's what I'm talking about. He free.
yeah
Like you know what I'm
yeah
saying?
yeah
Now
yeah.
he shouldn't have probably took that deal because the people that came right after him, they free. He got some
Mm,
strong stipulations attached to his, but they didn't really have nothing on him. It was a circus. You see what I'm
But
saying? Kind of similar to this case. It's somewhat of a circus. It's a domestic violence, and a freaky case. Like it ain't got nothing to do with all this other
Freaky
shit they
cat.
say. I don't really see it them having anything stick. You know what I'm saying?
The Young Thug, Rico was a state Rico. This is a federal uh Rico that he's being charged with. Um,
Shout out.
I think they're gonna get him on sex trafficking. Me myself.
I got that. What I read, one of those because I was like, I don't know if you can change verbiage in a charge, but or charges is standard. But from what I see, all his charges that he might have been found guilty on already today, allegedly, possibly, they all involve like everybody's saying you can't punish them for being freaky, but they all involve freaky shit, meaning something with a minor, forcible something, trafficking of the flying in and out, whether it's a male or a female. They're gonna put the word prostitution on there. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna put the word this that on there. Trafficked, kidnapping, these type of this type of language. All the stuff I seen, like two, like I think it's 6 counts total, but the 5 counts I saw, or 2 to 5, I want to say. So like 3, they all involve something like of the sexual nature. You know what I'm saying? Forcible nature, like some kind of is nothing. I don't see anything with guns. I don't see drugs. They're like forget all that. I don't know.
Yeah, they
I
say
don't
that
know.
for the racketeering that it's going to be a mistrial.
Because they just recently dropped some of the charges
They
recently.
dropped a lot of them.
That speaks volumes though. That speaks volumes.
Man, that ain't
And
shit. All they gotta
you
have
know,
is one on your motherfucking ass. On that black ass nigga, they got that nigga.
that's
Sex
just
trafficking, nigga. Bottom line, nigga. You're done, nigga. That's why they dropped them all. You feel me? Nigga, they finna
that's
book that nigga. 15 years. I hope he beat that shit, but nigga, that's a done deal. That's a done deal.
think
For
so.
real. And you're gonna have to register as a sex offender.
So with a guy like Diddy Standard, I don't know if you want to call him a narcissist or whatever, or somebody that's used to a certain type of lifestyle, certain type of attention and all that type of stuff. What you think he lasting 15? Where he at?
Yep.
You think
Yep.
so?
Hell yeah. He got enough money, man. He gonna have an army of killers, man. You know what I'm saying? Them New York niggas and shit, man. They gonna yeah. Diddy gonna be fine.
If
He
he in
gonna be all right.
the feds, he gonna be chilling anyway, bro. He gonna be living like hotel somewhere, like Martha Stewart.
He ain't got no record. He ain't gonna be on no. You know what I mean? No USP. He might be at a
But
camp or something. Chilling.
but he a nigga at the end of the day, though, right? Shit. Is he gonna get that? Is he gonna get that treatment? Is he gonna get that?
Yeah, he gonna get that. He got that coming.
Oh, okay.
He ain't told on none of his his billionaire buddies. He ain't told on none of them, so we know. You know what I'm saying? He gonna
He
be all
staying
right.
solid on that type. Yeah.
Yeah, because he know they'll kill his ass. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
You better shut up.
Yeah,
You think
that's a
he was
fact.
only one nigga spending all the thousands and thousands at these parties that last for days, and you think he the only one at these parties? Him and his broads, and you know what I mean? It was hella people there.
Yeah,
He could tell
like that
on
was
it.
his favorite. The millionaires, them billionaires, they like okay, he held it down.
Yeah, he held it down. Because if he
Let's off the
don't, we
gas a little
gonna
bit.
chip his
He
ass.
held it down. He didn't throw nobody under the bus. Let's take the gas off a little bit, man.
As we know, it still could be investigations going on that we have no idea because they seized all these tapes and all this. So they know exactly who's there without him telling or not. You know what I mean? We just don't know, what's going on behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? They just
The
dealing
fact that
with him right now.
they don't let it out. That's to tell you something. They got it. They ain't letting it out.
Yeah, they
That's
coming for
crazy.
TD Jakes.
Man, that why TDJ stepped down and had that
Yeah.
and fell out in the service.
Yeah, they say he's a power bottom.
Hey, hey, Hey man, I don't know why though. I don't know why. I see it, but I don't see it,
Yeah,
but
I
I
see it
believe it.
too.
I believe it. You know what I'm
Don't
saying?
know man. Hey, don't know man that big and that black had no business smiling like that all the time, nigga. You feel me? Nigga, you too big and
Uh,
black to be smiling every time somebody see your motherfucking ass, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to be a
oh.
manly man, you know what I mean? A man of God, you know what I mean? You smiling too much. You wear these little funny little pants and shit. You too big for that.
Hey, old
You ain't
mama.
like Paul. Hey, he don't preach like Paul and them, right? Nigga, that nigga, you know, it's just different.
Hey, and that's why I seen our favorite Dr. Umar was on Art of Dialogue recently, and you know they asked him about all this stuff, the Diddy, the R. Kelly, but they asked him about not TD Jakes, what's your man, the movie director Tyler
Oh yeah,
Perry and shit, yeah. So man, that motherfucker broke it down so smooth, bro. Like he said Tyler Perry doing everything right. The problem is he's not paying his rainbow. He said his rainbow bunny. He ain't paying his rainbow bunny enough money. You know what I'm saying? For him not to tell. He makes too much money for him not to give him like 10 G's here, 10 G's there. You know what I'm saying? He said he ain't paying that man enough to be quiet. You know, to be secretive, be quiet. That's what his mistake was. That's what Shannon Sharp's mistake was. That's what all these people's mistake was. Besides messing with the bunnies and shit. But
man, that
You can
nigga
never.
need to build that school, nigga. Tell that nigga build that school.
Yeah,
That
but
nigga
I,
still ain't
I,
I
finished
ain't
school.
lying, bro. When I'm hearing that name and it's attached to that, like I'm like, bro, it's hard to hear him talk about anything if he ain't came through with what he was
Man,
supposed
build
to
this
come through
school.
with. Yeah,
Yeah,
or
bro.
mm,
just tell people you ain't building it and then do something else, bro. Like you know
he
what I'm
just he
saying?
just
Like it's
ignore
hard to
people like.
listen. Like he's a good, orator, or however you say that, right? And good, with speaking and all that. But bro, it's 2025. The school was acquired in 2019. You was raising money since 2013, bro. That's 12 years. Like
Mm.
to you can set up a own. You can. It's so many routes to go. You got over $1 million in donations. You want this grandiose? I'm sorry, bro. I ain't even go off on a tangent, but this is somebody
No, no,
that
no, no, no. Let them
I've
know
been
that happen, man. You
following.
know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm
Cook.
saying? This somebody I've been following. Somebody that I'm talking about from Hidden Colors, bro. Like the first Hidden Colors. You get what I'm saying? The
Mm-hmm.
very first Hidden Colors. This is like I was living in PA at the time. I was
Mm.
trying to connect
Mm-hmm.
with bro. I sent bro money. You know what I'm
Shout
saying?
out
I ain't get
Pennsylvania.
nothing. Anyway, but the point
Nah,
is
so you
like,
can speak
No,
on it, then you
no,
send the
no.
money.
Speak on it. Yeah,
yeah,
man.
no.
Speak
Yeah,
on it.
I'm speaking on. Okay. Well, bet. I ain't getting no book. I ain't getting nothing. It took the homegirl who went with him on a trip to get to for somebody else who had a bookstore to give me the book. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And so I'm like, damn, it took that long to get the book, so I'm just sending you money for nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then I see bro 2015 10-10-15, right? That's the 20 year atonement of the million man march. We was in DC. I see bro, take a picture with bro. All that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I send bro, man, I donated, my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I
Even when he
look. I
got
think I.
into it with the conscious stripper, you know what I'm saying? And
Mm,
all that, man, I had bro back. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, bro, bro, you scamming, my nigga. Straight up. Like,
yes,
that's
sir.
just
Damn.
what it is.
So,
Cause you can't tell
I.
me that you're not scamming if you ain't came through with nothing but some building. I even went out there to the building. Well, close to it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's what I'm saying,
it's
Drea.
hard.
I think what Drea just said in the chat. Can you see it? I think that'll help you out, bro. I think that'll help you out with your. Can you see it, bro? Oh yeah, I'll read it. It's a. She said, Dr. Umar, my homie from West Philly. I won't put up with this slander. What is FDMG? It's
Oh,
coming.
she clowning,
Oh,
bro.
okay.
She clowning.
It's coming.
She
She said it's
clowning,
coming.
bro.
She
She
said
clowning.
she said it's coming. She said it's coming. I've been there. Granted, it looks like an abandoned warehouse.
Yeah,
Anyway, it's coming. Laugh
FDMG is
out
coming.
loud.
Yeah. We don't know when, but
hey,
that thing is coming. But yeah,
hey,
it's
you have
hard
it
because
there.
to,
That's
to
Hey,
to
she
sad,
only
said,
man.
know that a
Hey, that's
person,
sad though, bro. That's
yeah,
sad, man. Cause it's
because the
like
way in which
all
you
we
going
good for
about
was
it,
just talking.
yeah, you going about it wrong, and you doing it on the back of you know what I'm saying, are youngsters. You did what
Motherfuckers
I'm
that
saying, so
care.
it's just it don't look right. It don't look right, but I
So
guess
when the school, if the school, so if the school pop up though, you still down with the involvement and all that, like to get involved, stay like because you obviously got involved with
KB,
the
hey
donation.
KB, hey
Yeah,
Doc,
yeah.
it ain't,
What up?
it ain't.
Hell nah.
Oh, okay,
Hell nah.
okay.
Yeah, it ain't. So I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I want to go with the hypothetical. It ain't.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay.
Can I
Well, yeah,
piggyback
man.
off that? It ain't for the simple fact lumber, materials, everything was so much cheaper 5 to 10 years ago. Now, even you know what I mean, even if he really was trying to build the school, everything that he was struggling with $1 million trying, you know what I mean, trying to put everything together, everything then went 2-3 times as higher as it was back then. You know what I'm saying? He's doing too many interviews too. I mean, I don't know. I
He
wanted,
traveling too much.
I
You got
wanted
an
to believe in
HVAC
the
coming
brother.
in.
The
You got
parent,
to
the
use an
parent.
HVAC person for the HVAC to come in. You talking about, man, I'm at this school. The HVAC is here,
Man,
but they need me here, family. No, they don't. Nobody needs you nowhere, bro. Like, they're not even requesting you like that no more, bro. You know what I'm saying? But now, let me just say this, though. You're a great entertainer, Dr. Umar. You're a very good entertainer. You
For
just
sure.
should stop lying about the damn school, but continue to entertain. You know what I'm saying? Wait, all them catchy phrases that you got going on, bro. Keep that going, man. Drewski them hired you. You on Nick Cannon. You on the Art of Dialogue. You on all these platforms getting that bag. Continue to get your bag, bro. I'm not knocking your bag, but quit lying to the people because people are sending their hard-earned dollars. I'm talking about people who don't got it like that in
Mm-hmm.
hopes that you will open up something to help their kids, my nigga. People moving to that region, to that area, or have moved to that region, to that area in hopes the school will be open in a year or two so their son can go there so they can get some help. You see what I'm saying? So you going after the child support women. That's who you going after, nigga. You know what I'm saying? All the women getting
Mm.
child support. You trying to
Poverty
slide on
pimping.
in there.
He poverty pimping.
Poverty pimping, you scumbag. God
Yeah.
damn it. Motherfucking scumbag, my nigga.
hey man,
Professional
it's,
specs, professional. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so I don't know. That yeah, hopefully, you know, continue to entertain, man, but quit lying to the people, man. Your peoples. That's all I'll say on that.
I so I would say I didn't get involved in school. I heard about it. From the surface level, it looked like a great idea. Like you said, so much of a good idea. People moving to that region, people investing in it, they liking it. Finally, somebody doing something instead of just talking about it. But then on the back end, what we see, you talking it was 2019, 2025, 6 years, and even if it's a warehouse with AC with computers in it and it's just waiting to clear all these protocols and stuff still, I feel if I got your money, as a just a decent human being, I should just give y'all an update. Give y'all an update like, hey, the school is here. I feel like when I do hear him talk about it, it's when he asked about it. Not really when he gives people updates. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what's going on with the school. So I have an idea. Is my kid gonna miss the whole 4 years of this school or whatever it is? Or am my kid gonna be able to attend? Things like that. But I just, some people got they niche and like if it's some sort of motivational speaker or whatever he is, he goes around and he like you said he got the catchy catchphrases and all that type of stuff like you said, JD, make your bag. But on the ground level, you got real ones out here that's backing you, that's fucking with you, but you brushing us off. You know what I'm saying? You brushing us off. And what's better than real support? You know what I'm saying? You can buy support anytime, but that real support is hard to find.
Yeah. And nigga got the nerve to tell you don't fuck with no thick white bitch. Like, nigga, you crazy. Nigga, you better build that school. And nigga mind stay in your lane. And nigga gonna tell me don't fuck with no white bitch. Nigga, you crazy.
You get mad because of with the white girl.
Yeah,
The
man.
white
All you
guy.
gotta
uh,
do
Yeah.
if you want to know somebody that's really doing the work right now, All y'all gotta do is tap in to King Randall. I think he's out of Georgia right now. On Instagram is New Emerging King and see what he's doing with the youth. Go tap over there and see what he's doing with the youth, with what he's creating. And you're gonna probably run across a plethora of other people in your algorithm. One thing that you're not gonna run across in that algorithm of people that's doing stuff is FDMG. It don't
Huh.
exist. It's not there. It's not. It's just not happening.
Ooh.
You get what I'm
Wow.
saying? So that's just
He
what
said
it
a
is. There's
bar.
so
Uh,
many other people doing
uh,
things, bro. So we got to call a
man,
spade a spade. You know what I'm
man, I
saying?
think
But
we.
I get it.
I
You
think
know, it's
man, I low key think we got a topic for next week. I think we got a guest. I think we got a guest we could invite too. We got a guest we can invite close to the situation, man. 'Cause that's I see the temp. Man, I know all y'all real good, but so JD, I barely could see you, but I know, hey, the temperature is up though. It's heated. You know what I'm saying? Oven's on.
oh
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah, bro.
Yeah,
That
you
shit
know.
is that's a
Hey,
that
just to
definitely
let
puts it
y'all know,
together.
I'm not. Hey, McGlover, JD. I'm not Dr. Umar. Just to let y'all know, man.
Oh man.
Hey, man.
It's all
Hey,
good.
hey, man. Shout out for the intention, though. Shout out for the intention. I don't know. I don't know.
Shout out for the
Stop.
intention, I guess. I mean, he speaks some facts, but it's like now it's he done made a change, a total 360. You know what I mean?
It's totally different because when you're a part of a certain community or like you interact with that particular community and you kind of know what the happenings is, like bro, it's a lot more to it. I'm not gonna just I might, but I'm not right now. I'm probably not. You know what I'm saying? But you know what's happening, what's going on, man, and
Yeah.
you know
Mhm.
that's just what's happening, bro, and you know who's doing what. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
even with like you look at bro Tariq Nasheed, at least he produces something tangible. Even if he can be full of it too, he produces something tangible where you can okay, well he produced. Even though I didn't get my hidden colors when I sent my little what was that Kickstarter? You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I didn't get my stuff from that. You know what I'm saying? So it's
damn.
just
It's
a little
personal,
faulty stuff
man.
going on
Damn,
with
brothers doing
these
you
people
wrong left
when
and right.
they be creating their little stuff, bro. It be looking good, but a lot of people don't be getting what they be saying, or
Right.
they don't have
Mm.
enough people working for them, or something. So I'm not saying it's on purpose, but sometimes
Have your
people
business right.
yeah, people they bite off more than they can chew, and they don't know how to humble themselves or like allow their ego to come down a bit to say, "Hey, man, I need some help. I got too many orders. I need to. Anybody know anybody can help me fill these orders?" You know what I'm saying? Things
Mm-hmm.
of that nature. They just continue to tell you to send stuff in, and oh, we gonna get it out to you, and try to stay high off on the hog and all that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
First of all, swine is bad for you. No, but you know what I'm saying. But no,
Yeah.
but on the real though, that's some people got to keep their egos in check, bro. And that's what it is. And sometimes, man, you can get so far gone, like bro said, man, and ain't really gonna be no turning back, man. But it's always time to turn back. It's just that you can get so far gone, you think that there's no chance to turn back. You get what I'm saying? But you can always reverse, nigga. It's just the further you get, the further you get down that road of darkness of where you going, bro, you man, you want to just continue to go until you out of
Mm-hmm.
here, bro. But you can always turn back, bro. The light right there.
Mm. Mm. Hey,
Yeah.
so oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, in order to turn back, you have to have accountability. You have to have humility. You know what I'm saying? You got to acknowledge the faults in your ways. You know what I'm saying? Which you gotta allow yourself to be, you know what I mean, accountable. Say, you know what? I fucked up, y'all. I fucked up. I'm human like everybody else. This was going on. Woo, woo, woo. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Boom, boom, boom. Work with me. You know what I'm saying? And take accountability, and then man, go from there. You know what I'm saying? And then turn back. But you can't. They can't turn back. And sometimes I think that people in the limelight really want to, but they don't want to take the full accountability and be humid and humble themselves. You know, it takes a lot. You know, especially if you've accumulated a lot. and did a lot in your life to humble yourself. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you think a person's intellectual level is lower than yours, to humble yourself just to say, "Hey, I fucked up." You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
That's
tell
right.
people, hey man, I spent that money, bro. I went to Japan, Africa. I went all these different places, man. I spent all the money, man. I done been paying for, you know what I'm saying, the snow bunnies on the low. You know what I'm saying? I
passport,
just been,
bros.
you know what I'm saying? Like I just been chilling, bro. But I don't want to tell y'all that because I've been selling y'all a drink for this long. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But man, it's always a chance to
I
get
mean,
to
I mean, other people do it too,
change your
though.
life, huh?
What's the difference? What's the
Yeah,
difference?
that's what I'm
Niggas been getting
saying.
us for centuries and shit. But
Wait, say that
yeah,
again.
I definitely did. I'm just trying to aggravate the situation. No, but no, I dig what you're saying. But I said people have been promising this for situation for centuries. Like I remember we do all these fundraisers, send all this candy for our school and shit. Where all that shit go? Where all the fucking money go? I ain't get no uniform. I ain't get no extra computers, nothing. I said, shout out Inglewood Unified School District. You know what I'm saying? Hey, where all this fucking money go? That's what I want to say. So, but hey, I dig that, man. I dig that. Hey, accountability, humility, bro. Accountability, humility. You get far, man. You get far. Trust me.
You know
Hey,
what,
and
man?
it's
I'm gonna talk. Can I talk some shit? You just said something else, bro.
go ahead, talk your shit, man. Well,
Uh,
you got the stage.
I'm not pointing no fingers at nobody, but we've been trying, us here at the spot soda, we've been trying, damn, I don't even, we've been trying to work with people in different cities and cities and trying to do stuff with the community. And a lot of times, brother, man, these people don't give a fuck. You know what I'm
Not
saying?
one.
They hide under the banner of community and togetherness and, the neighborhood and this and this. But half the time, bro, all these people in these cities and these school commissions and counties and shit, man, they all family, they all friends, they
Mm.
fathers, grandfathers know each other, and they got buddied
I,
in and blessed
I hate that
in
shit.
and
I
this
hate that
and
shit.
that and this and that. And if you are outsider really trying to do something for your community, bro, it's damn near impossible to get in because they gatekeeping like a motherfucker, and all that money that the city allocates that's supposed to be for these kids is going to somebody new BMW and going through this.
Mm-hmm.
They get the most anything quality wise, they getting the lowest quality wise so they can save money for their budgets, for their own money, for their own pocket.
Mm-hmm.
If they're talking about computers for the kids, they're gonna get the crappiest computers for these kids. If this,
That's all I'm saying.
because they want a pocket, you know what I'm saying, and they greedy. I'm not pointing up fingers, but what I've been seeing, bro, working with different people, trying to just allocate something really for the kids, for the youth, man, bro, these people, they so greedy, and it's all
Mm.
family. If you really look between the lines, bro, they all related and they all getting buddied in. That's why don't nothing change, because they all on protocol. You know what I mean? When somebody
Mm.
comes in, or one or two people come into the system that really tries to shake it up, they get them out of there quick. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And that's just what
Mm-hmm.
it is, bro.
I'm
That's
glad you
just
got
what it
your,
is.
your you got your glasses on for real. You got your glasses on. That's so good. Yeah. But changing lanes real quick. Changing lanes. Tell them about the Summerfest, right, Mr. McGlover?
Man, what Summerfest, man? You made me mad today. What you talking about?
Yo, y'all event, the Spot Soto. Shout out to the
Yeah,
Spot
man.
Soto.
Yeah, we
Y'all
did. We done
event.
did that. Yeah, we done did that. We done been did that, man. That was last week, man. The Summer Fest. You know what I mean? We put it down. The Spot Soto put it down. Everybody. Shout out to everybody else that helped and the God, you know what I mean, came through. But you know what I'm saying? We really putting it out there in the community, man. And man, going forward, not just to get off that, man, you know what I mean? If you really want to do something in your community and really, really want to be a staple, man, it's gonna be the hard road. But man, go independent, man. Don't be trying to get no funding from these people and all these white folks and shit, man. I don't give a fuck about us, no way. The best thing
Mm,
is we gotta go grassroots and we gotta go independent, because if you're looking for your oppressor, the same person to oppress you to get you out of to get you freedom, you a damn fool. You know what I'm saying? And just that's just how it is. If we want to do some real life-changing shit for the community, we're gonna have to stop running to these people for handouts and their grants, even though they're giving the money away. They're giving this money away so they can control us. You know what I mean? To control our thoughts and shit like that. Because niggas don't want to stick together and do it the hard way. So we got to run to these white folks with our handout. You know what I mean?
Damn, that's a good point. Use that money as control, because once you have that money to allocate to people, the people that's under that contract, that money, they under protocol, like you said.
Man, they're gonna tell you what you can say, what you can't say, what you could participate in, what you know what I'm saying. So it's a lot come with that.
Okay, yeah. So we gonna close out, man. We gonna put a pin on that, man. Man, that was good combo. That was good conversation, man. As always, appreciate it, fellas. Where they can find you at, Mr. McGlover?
Man, find me right here, man. Like, comment, subscribe, or find me at the Spot Soto, brother.
All right, for sure. Stone. Any closing comments and where they can find you at?
Closing comments. Yeah, I was letting y'all go off on.
I know. That's why I
get involved with it too much. But with that being said, fuck Dr. Umar.
And, he put a stamp on it.
Fuck Dr. Umar. Fuck Dr. Umar. Hey, free Diddy. Umar, free Diddy.
My shit broke.
Alone on all platforms.
Yep.
All right. All right, for sure. JD.
Yeah, man.
JD.
Where we at? Like this, man. We tap back in next week, man. Hit that like button, subscribe, man, to Doc TV, man. Hustle with patience, with pace. Stay in and out the way. Real brief, though.
For sure, man. Again, appreciate y'all. We're gonna stay in the chat. We're gonna holler after this, man. But appreciate y'all in the chat. Shout out Drea, tap in with her with all your needs, your social media needs, all your stuff, man. She do Discord, she do other genres and other content areas. You know, man. She getting people right. I'm a happy customer. All right, so and till next time, we're gonna be back Tuesday. If anything comes up, we're gonna pop it up. We're gonna advertise it. Appreciate the chat. Appreciate the comments in the stream, and we talk to y'all later. Till next time, Doc TV.